Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Tonight I'm going to convince you all that you can juggle. There are some good reasons why we should juggle. First being, it builds self-confidence, much like Toastmasters. The second is that it's a good physical activity. Basically, if you can do this, you can juggle. So that gives you cardio exercise, and it also helps your posture. A third reason that it's so good to juggle is surprising. Researchers have recently discovered that juggling helps your brain grow bigger. Your brain actually increases in mass when you juggle. So why would you want your brain to be bigger, you ask? Diseases such as stroke, Alzheimer's, and all the other dementia diseases are caused partly by lack or loss of brain matter. So if you juggle, you increase your brain matter and help prevent Alzheimer's or any other diseases. So the first step in juggling, take one ball. Some people take handkerchiefs. It's a lot of work to throw a handkerchief in the air. So I'll show you with a ball, and you'll learn the basic steps of it, and you'll go home and you'll be juggling in no time. So you take a ball, and you visualize a window in front of yourself, and in the center of the window right here is where the arc of the ball should hit as it goes up. So you take one ball, toss it up in the air, back and forth, stay within that arc. Pretty simple, right? Yeah, most people can do this one. Then you take the second ball, hold it in the other hand. Now, when you toss the first ball again, and when it's at the peak here is when you toss the second ball. And some people say peak toss, peak toss. So I'll say peak toss. So you toss it up when it's at the peak, you say toss, peak toss, peak toss. It's pretty simple, right? Probably not all that exciting to watch. Now, that's where it gets a little harder, the third ball. So I'll show you where the third ball comes in, and it'll make it a little easier. So if you watch this hand, when I throw this ball up, my hand rolls down around. I'll exaggerate that a little bit so you can see it. So there's extra time here, although it's not a lot of time. So what you do in the beginning is when you toss this ball up, you pat yourself. And you train your brain to recognize that little bit of extra space. So when you've got that little extra bit of space in there, then is when the third ball can come in. And then you don't try and take the balls and keep going. What you do is try to take these two balls, get them over in that hand, and this ball in this hand. So it's a 1, 2, 3 basically. So you go 1, 2, 3. Pretty simple, right? Who wants to try? If you have felonious friends, they might come by and steal them. So basically, that's how to juggle. It's one ball, toss it up in the air at the peak, catch it, back and forth until you get it. Pretty simple. Do it over your bed. Saves running around, unless you want the extra cardio exercise of running around chasing balls around your house. Take the first ball, practice it over your bed, do this. Take the second ball, when it goes up, when it's at the peak, toss the other one up. Then you can say peak toss if you like. Peak toss. The closer, when you release the ball, the closer this point is here to a right angle, the more accurate the ball will come down. If you let it go here, of course the ball is going to go away from you. If it's in closer, the ball is going to come back towards you and you're going to have to chase it around. In the beginning, it's good cardio exercise. Trust me, you'll pick them up a lot. So when you get to that point, you toss them and you do that pat. And then you've got some extra, until you realize where the extra time is in there and your hand can, because there is extra time, right? You can exaggerate it. Then when you've got that down, take the third ball, introduce it, and try and just change them from one hand to the other. As simple as that. Right? And then what you'll find, that after a while, naturally, your body will start doing this, and you'll see my hands will just do this. So if you can do that motion with your hand, then you can juggle. Juggling has lots of benefits, as I said. It's great cardio exercise, running around chasing the balls in the beginning. It builds self-confidence. You can juggle. You're standing in front of people, obviously. The health reason, to me, to be able to build brain mass and help prevent Alzheimer's or any other diseases is a no-brainer. The fourth one that I like is that you can go to any street corner, anywhere in the world. You can be broke, but you can always make a few bucks if you can stand there and juggle and put out a hat. Thank you.